Hello and welcome back to the channel, and we're here with a slightly fun episode at this time, and I've created a brand new account on the Harry Potter fan club, which obviously used to be the Wizarding World website, or before that even was Pottermore. So I set up a new account and I'm going to be going through all of the quizzes to find out what house I'm going to be in, what my Patronus is, and also what my wand is going to be made of. Now I've done this before obviously, and I've always come out as a Ravenclaw, except for a couple of times where I've come out as a Hufflepuff, but I mainly identify as a Ravenclaw, and that is the house that I want to get. So this is going to be actually quite a stressful video for me. I'm hoping that the questions I answer will be relevant to Ravenclaw. I am actually going to try to focus on the questions that I want to answer rather than what I think a Ravenclaw would answer. But I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you stick around to see what the outcome is going to be. In this specific video, it is going to be the house that I'm going to be sorted into. As always, if you like Wizarding World content, and then please stick around and join the channel, and don't forget to give this video a like and a comment. I do reply to everybody down below. We do normally make more in-depth Wizarding World content. We do trailer breakdowns and theory videos on this channel. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then obviously hit that subscribe button. But let's get into this and see which house I'm going to be sorted into. Okay, so here we go. We are on the opening page for the sorting hat quiz. So let's see where this takes me. River or forest? Now, personally, I'd probably go for the forest. I do like forests. I genuinely love, if I go out for a walk, it is in a foresty area. I love the feel of forests. I don't know why, it's just always been a place that I felt quite at home. So I'm going to go for a forest. It's more secluded and quiet, and the river tends to be something that I associate with more danger, I presume. I suppose a forest can be dangerous, but I just prefer a forest personally. Which of the following are you most likely to study? Merpeople, centaurs, werewolves, vampires, goblins, trolls, or ghosts? Now, straight off the bat, ghosts is coming to mind. I think I would like to study them most. I will go for all of them. Merpeople would be fun to study. However, I think it would be difficult to study them. Although, I mean, if you get gillyweed, you have to learn the language, I suppose. It would be actually really interesting, but I see them as a type of people, and I don't know, it feels a bit strange studying a type of people. Centaurs, I don't think they'd like to be studied. I think that they would just straight up refuse it, so the likelihood of it happening is just not. Werewolves would be fascinating, actually, seeing how they live, because obviously Lupin goes underneath them, goes as part of them to live amongst them, so seeing how they live would actually be really interesting. Obviously very dangerous, so you'd have to have your wits about you. But I think that'd be quite fascinating, actually. Werewolves could be a choice. Vampires, I don't know. I'm not really interested. There's enough vampire culture for me around, so I'm not really interested in vampires. Goblins, again, I just think the animosity would just be annoying and too much to handle. I don't think they'd like you studying them. Trolls, it would be interesting to see how trolls go about their day-to-day life, but at the same time, I don't think you're going to be able to study them too much. And ghosts would be really... I'm going to stick with ghosts. Ghosts is like my first choice instantly was ghosts. So I'm going to stick with ghosts. For ghosts would be really interesting to study, to see how they are still alive, how they're still imprints, why people don't always choose to be ghosts. So I'm going to select ghosts, I think. Which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? Loneliness, boredom, hunger, being ignored, or the cold? I actually really like the cold. If it's winter here, I tend to be in a short sleeve shirt, so it's not going to be cold. Being ignored, sometimes I like being ignored. Sometimes I don't want people to notice me. I quite like that. Hunger was difficult to ignore, but I feel like I can ignore it for decent periods of time. Boredom does frustrate me. I don't like being bored, which is why obviously I like creating videos and that sort of stuff in my spare time. But my first choice, I think, was loneliness, and this is what I'm gonna suggest. Loneliness is going to be the main one that I would struggle with. I wouldn't want to be alone for too long. I like having my family and friends around me. I like having this. It's strange actually because this is going to turn into a really philosophical conversation. This quiz, but it's strange actually to think about it because like the reason why I do YouTube is because I like the interactions with people. So I think loneliness is definitely the one for me in this choice. Like just even doing this, and knowing that people are watching it and they're gonna interact in the comments. That to me revives the loneliness. So difficult to deal with would definitely be loneliness for me. So given a choice, would you rather invent a potion that would guarantee you glory, love, power, wisdom? Now this is one of those questions that directly dedicates, I think, itself to each individual house. So glory would obviously be Gryffindor, love would be Hufflepuff, power would be Slytherin, and wisdom would be Ravenclaw. And my brain instantly goes towards the most Ravenclaw one, and I've got reason for it. So glory, to me, if it instantly guaranteed you glory, it's got the same elements of the Felix Felicis potion. Like, if you constantly get good luck, then you're going to be getting used to it, and then when things don't go right, it would be bad for you. I just feel like there's a bad element to that. Love, again, if it guarantees you love, it might not be an issue, but I like the whole concept of love potions is just really strange and should be as bad as an unforgivable curse, in my opinion, in the wizarding world. And obviously, the creation of a child under a love potion leads to Lord Voldemort. So I don't think love potions should be created. Power, again, it's just so much that could go wrong with it. Grindelwald, Voldemort, if they had these potions, they could have been so much stronger. Whereas wisdom, I feel, obviously there could be bad elements to it, but if you are wise and you are creating things because of the wisdom this gives you, then yes, you could create things for bad, but majority of the people would use it to create things for good. So I'm going to go with this answer, even though I know it is the most obvious Ravenclaw. 4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you choose to drink? The smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums. That sounds amazing. The mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that make you see strange visions. That sounds scary. The foaming, try and say that 3 times quickly. The foaming, frothing, silvery liquid that sparkles as though it contains ground diamonds. The golden liquid so bright that it hurts the eye, The golden liquid so bright that it hurts the eye and which makes sunspots dance around the room. I'm going to stick with the first one. I don't really have a massive explanation for it, but that one is the one that seems most enticing for me. The other one, that one, black liquid, no, don't want to see strange visions. Sparkles are ground diamonds, that sounds painful when you drink it, and the other one is already blinding my eyes, so I don't even know what it's going to do to my inside. So let's go for this one. It's rich purple, delicious smell of chocolate and plums. Sounds great. A muggle confronts you and says that they are sure you are a witch or wizard. Do you ask what makes them think so? Tell them that you are worried about their mental health and offer to call a doctor? Agree and ask whether they'd like a free sample of a jinx? Agree and walk away, leaving them to wonder whether you are bluffing? I quite like the sound of that last one, to be honest. Agree and say that no, I wouldn't offer them that. Tell them you are worried about their mental health and offer to call them a doctor. That could be interesting. What makes you think so? Because that gets more information out of them that you would then be able to obviously utilise to stop them making you think you're a wizard. Although the bluff does sound quite... But I'm gonna ask them a question. I delve deeper. If you are attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? I mean, the obvious answer is an owl. They're more convenient. They're amazing. They're rarer. I mean, people have cats. Toads, not so much. But people have cats. Owls are useful. They are used to deliver messages. So I will be able to keep in touch with the outside world as well. So owl is just my straight up choice. You are attending Hogwarts. Which pet would you choose to take with you? Now, I already know which owl I like, and I just genuinely like it because of the way it looks. So as soon as I find out, I'll let you know. So it's the barn owl, the tawny owl, the snowy owl, the screech owl, the brown owl. I think it's screech owl. I love the look of that. That looks so cool. The screech owl is just amazing. So got no other reason other than the fact it looks so cool. And this is new artwork, which I really like. Heads or tails? Tails never fails. Now I'm nervous. I hope it's Ravenclaw. It's going to be so weird if it's not. Okay, go. Yes! I did it. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. I really didn't think I was going to get it, but I did. Oh my god. That's such a relief. Welcome to Ravenclaw. You probably know that some of Ravenclaw's most renowned members, including Gilderoy Lockhart, Luna Lovegood. Gilderoy Lockhart should not have been a Ravenclaw. But you know that Ravenclaw's Grey Lady is the least talkative Hogwarts ghost, or that Ravenclaw's common room boasts the most stunning views around the castle grounds, which again just sounds incredible to me. Yes, I'm a Ravenclaw. I'm so happy with that. I can't believe it came out this way. Brilliant. So, there we have it. Officially a Ravenclaw still. I'm so glad about that. I have got Ravenclaw merch and all that sort of stuff, so I'm so glad that it came out the way I wanted it to. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a different one, and hopefully you got to see me a bit more. I know you don't really know much about me, it's just the videos that I create, so I wanted to do a little bit of a series with these type of videos in, with getting to know me a bit more. But if you did like it, obviously don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and stick around for all sorts of Harry Potter content. We've got a Secrets of Dumbledore video coming out this week where I go into 10 details that have been confirmed since the release of the movie, and the majority of these is through a book that was released about the film. If that sounds like something you're interested in, obviously subscribe and don't forget to tune in when I release that video later this week. But that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it and I do look forward to seeing you in the next one. But until then, mischief managed.